How's it going, everybody? It's another great, wonderful day and another great, wonderful video here on Dayz, Blaze Survival Server. I've noticed quite a few new people today asking about what they do with their coins. What do I do with the coins? Where do I store them? Do I sell them? What? By coins, I mean things like this, like Blaze coins. Blaze coins, weapon coins, mag coins, um, any kind of coins like this you see. You can actually get those from like killing zombies, doing any of the CP stuff, airdrops. Always check the zombies that you kill because they'll have coins, and keep all the coins. Don't throw them away because you're going to need them for this. What I mean by this is once you get enough money, you come inside the tools trader here. I'm at Dusker, right out here on the end of the dock. Dusker is the actual trader right here, just south of Mountainville. So you got Waterboro, Mountainville. It's just to the left of Hunting Trader. You come to the tools trader here once you have enough money. You come down to the second one that says crafting bench right here. And right here's the bench that you need. This is a weapons bench. It costs $1,000,000. You're going to need the workbench, the $500,000 anvil, the $500,000 drill, and the $250,000 grinding machine. Now, the rest of the stuff that goes with it, you can't actually buy. You have to find that out in the world, but I luckily had an oiler, but I'm not sure. I don't think you need the oiler. I think the oiler is actually only to repair weapons and stuff. So, like the oiler and some wire or nails or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. So you just buy these four items right here for 2,250,000, and then once you get it, head back to your base, and I'll show you what it looks like. See you in a little bit. All right, we are back at base here. I'm going to show you here. Once you get to your base, wherever your base is, you'll place the crafting bench down on the ground just like this. And then you'll place in the anvil that you bought, the drill, the grinding machine, and if you have an oiler, which you found, you cannot buy that, you might as well put that in there too. But I think that, like I said, is for fixing weapons. That and something else. That and wire, I believe, to fix weapons. I can't remember. But and then eventually you're gonna have to find other stuff like soldering iron, which will do different things, and vice and all that stuff you'll have to find out in the world. But once you have all that in here, what you'll do is you'll hit F to start, and it'll show you a list of different things you can do. You can make cable reels, sledgehammers, hacksaws, different kinds of tools, electronics, um, 1,000 slot bags, um, blaze survival cases, but which I prefer to actually find those out in the world. But different kinds of outfits they have in here, whatever you want to do. Um, VK 12 weapons, everything that it takes to make this certain sort of VK12. Um, you can do the Evoli, hemp howitzer, resonator, weapons resonator, PKMQ7, NBC gear, exosuit, mag loader upgrade, AS50 upgrades. But what I'm actually going to do is, I'll show you right here. I'm going to do this BLZ 420. Let me find it here. Skull. This is the one. Okay, so whatever you find in here that you're interested in crafting, you just click on it, and then it'll have a list of things that you need in order to craft it. So like this one that I'm going to do is the Delta 5 Pro Trippy. One of those, 20 plastic parts, 15 black, 20 blue spray paint, 12 rivets, 1,650 blaze coins. That's where your coins come in at. Your money. This one takes 1,000-pound notes, 145 of them. So that's $145,000 right there. And you have to take them out in, well, I was told you take them out in $4,000 increments until you hit whatever you're doing. I took them out at 1,000 at a time, so I had to do it 145 times, right? But I was told you can do it at 4,000, which would be a lot easier. 1,400 blazed weapon coins, which you can find out in the world, and 32 cutting discs. Cutting discs are kind of hard to find. You might have to do like a bunch of CP runs, airdrops, things like that to find miscellaneous cutting disc here and there, or like crates. Sometimes you can find keys when you kill zombies, other than coins. Sometimes you can find keys, keys to Paris, keys to Area 42, keys to other places, and they'll open crates at certain locations. And sometimes you get some of the stuff in there too, in different kind of weapons. But anyways, and wherever you want to keep your coins, that doesn't matter. Just whatever storage you want to keep them in. But you can keep a lookout for things like survival coin bags, which sometimes they'll give out in drops the admins. And inside here, so you can put all your coins in here. You can line them all up. Uh, or get your 420 mods case. And if you find a Blaze survival wallet, you can actually put that in the slot, and it gives you more places to put money down here. And then, of course, I like to keep an actual storage that has all my stuff just for the bench, like all the different colors of spray paints. As you can see, some are harder to find. The white ones are hard, the purple ones are harder to find, black ones are harder to find, red ones. Yellow's the easiest to find, obviously, because there's a whole bunch of them. And this is where I keep all my different stuff I find. See, here's an actual coin right here, right now. We'll just take this case out, and I'm actually going to add this over here. You can add it down here, but I have a certain thing I'm doing to try to organize my coins. But yeah, anyways, after you get all that in, you come over here to your bench, hit F to start, go to whatever you're going to craft. Mine happens to be this one here, the 420 skull gun. Everything's in there, and now I'll just hit craft. All right, I had some technical difficulties while recording that video with NVIDIA, but what I meant to say at the end, you hit craft, and then it should craft your weapon. But right underneath of the little list of items you need for that specific thing, on the bottom it'll say attachments, all the attachments for the bench you need to do that. And I'm actually missing a vise. I didn't know about that. So as soon as I get the vise, then I can craft the weapon. And I don't know if I was kind of clear when I did the video. I was showing you everything I had inside my little locker, where I keep all the stuff for my bench. But I kind of made it sound like, you got to put all the stuff in a locker, then walk over and hit the button on the bench. No, whatever you need for the specific item you're trying to craft in the bench, you have to actually hit tab when you're by the bench and put it in the bench's inventory. So not in a locker next to it. You have to put it in the inventory, you know what I mean, in order to craft it. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it kind of helped you out a little bit and give you an idea a little bit of what you can do. Like I said, you can upgrade your weapons, make all different kinds of clothing. You can upgrade, craft special magazines for guns and all sorts of little things. You can just kind of experiment in there and see what you can do. But you guys take it easy, and I'll see you next time.